Ministers have now ruled in response to questions by Mr. Justice Chamberlain that there will be no flights at all going to Rwanda before the general election. So nothing will be happening Rwandawards until July the 5th, assuming that the Conservative government is returned to the House of Commons, which seems rather a broad and rather a big assumption. And so I think we can pretty well conclude that Rishi's Stop the Boats campaign has been a disaster. It's dead in the water. And the challenge to the Rwanda plan brought by the FDA union, which represents government officials, and they're concerned that if they were to push ahead with a Rwanda plane, they might be forced to break international law and therefore the civil services code. And they wanted some reassurance about the date of the first flight. And this has now been confirmed. It will not take place until after the general election. That is, I suppose, a win for those people like me who utterly oppose the Rwanda plan. I think the diluted plan of outsourcing the process of looking after migrants and potential asylum seekers that is being put forward by Maloney in partnership with Albania is an interesting plan, partly because it is determinedly going to be in line with ECHR guidelines, with international law, that is with the 1951 Refugee Convention. And I believe the idea is that once somebody has been judged to be eligible for asylum, that they will be returned to Italy, where they can then live out their time as an asylum, as a refugee, and those who are not judged to have met the criterion will be offered accommodation in a third country, or possibly even in Albania. And I think this is an interesting proposal. Other countries, 15 other countries in Europe, are looking at similar proposals with Turkey and with other countries around the outskirts of Europe. And this, and significantly, the word deterrent is not being used. The idea that we need to, first of all, outsource our responsibility, and secondly, declare another country as a deterrent is madness. We are literally saying that Rwanda is a place worse than hell. I don't think that goes down very well for the Rwanda Tourist Board and for a country which is trying very hard to repair the damage of civil war and of genocide. I think Suella Braverman and Priti Patel's plan was appalling in its conception and appalling in its execution, and was a fundamentally extravagant waste of money. It also put the brakes on the process of processing the applications from migrants who are already being kept here in hotels and in other accommodation. And that is wrong, fundamentally wrong. We should be spending the money that we squandered in Rwanda. We should be spending that money more wisely on recruiting more civil servants to do the job, to sort out the Home Office, clear up the backlog, get those hotels empty. And if we are then committed to using those hotels for the next 2 or 3 years, we should use them to look after homeless people. There is no excuse for any further delay. None at all.